Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Adjusts his screen region on the fly for Dicey Dungeons. I'm thinking today, we're coming off a win. There we go. Feels good. Knocking out every episode 4. I know we're not there yet, but every episode 4 that we knock out, it feels amazing. It's a start of a dawn of a new day. I'm feeling fresh. I think it's the best time for me to play Dicey because you do have to do some algorithmic style problem solving. But I think I am gonna do episode 5 as the warrior. I'll when I'm feeling up to it, I'll go back to those episode 4s. Previously. Can we do this? This is the more you know sort of situation. Hiya! Oh hi, didn't see you there. Previously, just ignore the docket stuff. I was notorious for not finishing games, but over the course of the past couple of years, I've really doubled down on finishing them. We finished a lot of games. We did A20 and Slay the Spire with every character. It took us 600 hours. We beat Darkest Dungeon. I'm trying to think of all the stuff we've done over every game on Sunday, etc., etc., etc. So rest assured, until something changes, my plan right now is to continue with that streak of consistency and beat Dicey Dungeons. All episodes, all characters, maybe not the bonus character, we'll see. However, for now, I do want to do episode 5. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself temporarily. I just have I got a little phlegm in the throat. I apologize, I just ate. I'm back. Alright. Sorry for all, I'm just flexing on you with the transmissions. Ooh, okay. So hold on. It's weird to be doing an episode we haven't tried before. I forgot there was dialogue. I also do not know what the episode parameter was because I didn't read it. So, episode 5, Warrior, Dicey, Dungeons. I'm just going to look it up real quick. Let's see. I don't need a walkthrough. Episode 5. All equipment has been changed. Status effects work differently. Okay, but enemies do not start upgraded. That seems like a huge positive for me. Fury. Double next action. But that equipment cannot be used next turn. Rusty sword. Do damage, double if your health is critical, which I'm assuming is da-tung, da-tung. Combat spatula, flip a dice upside down. Okay, so it's kind of like a reroll. Is it better or worse than a reroll? That really depends. I have heard weird. I have heard that episode 5 and 6 are more fun and also more interesting than episode 4. Episode 4 just seems it's the bottleneck where a bunch of people, myself included, seem to be getting stuck. I have to. I was trying to work through combat spatula, but I'm like, can you stop rolling so many gosh darn evens, my man? Because pretty soon I'm not gonna be. I need to be able to attack, So while I appreciate what you got here, how am I supposed to attack when you keep rolling so many freaking evens? Even still, this is not that good. We basically need another turn of burning off all the poison, or we need more dice. I don't know how I'm supposed to kill this guy now. Okay, you know what? I'm dumb. I think I should just let you hit me for 12, and then next turn. But the poison's gonna continue to apply. Okay, so I screwed this up basically. Give me a back to title, and then. No, forget Parallel Universe. We're gonna start a new game on Parallel Universe, but forget the one we had going. We just gotta eat the damage quickly instead of letting the poison build up to the point where it's not possible for us to put a single dice in there and still do damage. But okay, Dicey, it's a puzzle. I'm trying not to get bent out of shape about it. It's just a puzzle. Why would you turn a 1 into a 6? You can't use a 6 here. Hey, this feels a little bit better. That was a 1 in 8 chance, but I'll take it either way. 2 becomes 5, which is A-okay in my book. It's still gonna take 2 turns to kill him. We gotta hit him here. And 2 becomes 5, which is beautiful. Hopefully... I mean, I'm still just worried if this guy rolls too many evens that this is gonna be, like, borderline impossible for us. This is also supposed to be, like, the easy enemy. You know what I mean? But we took 0 damage, so maybe it's not that bad and I'm just being a baby. I don't know. That seems like a fight where you either take 0 damage or you go 2-0. Trident. Do damage, freeze, and shock. Yeah, my son. Hello. What's up? You want to come in? You've been very weird lately. You fought Tomo last night at 6:30 a.m. Woke me up. I gave you wet food. You fought Tomo again. I went out and ran an errand. And then when I came back, he was like, "You need to feed me." And I was like, "I'm not gonna feed you. I just fed you. It's you don't have your own best interest in mind here." Okay, I mean, it's good. And then we don't want to turn a 2 into a 5 because we can't do anything with it there. We could turn a 2 into a 5 and then turn that 5 into a 2, I suppose. No problem. I think you just ice him. Don't worry about anything else on this one. Being able to freeze and shock with a single dice is extremely good. Hello, Tomo. You can come in too. I don't know. Why are you guys... You're so weird lately. Why are you so weird? It doesn't have to be like this, you know? You could just be normal instead. Well, I have no idea how the fight against Sneezy is gonna go. Sneezy is historically kind of like a real problem for us. But historically, Freeze would be amazing. But Freeze doesn't do anything for us in this situation. So, 5 Freeze and Shock, and then see what you got going on with Freeze and Shock. It did... I think it lowered each dice by 1 or something. I don't know, man. Just get used to it. I don't think we're gonna be able to understand what's happening in real time all the time here. Tomo. Tomo. Hello, buddy. You wanna come up? You could be like the song Close to the Edge by Yes. You could get up and you get down. You get up. You get down. He's getting up. You don't need my help. Do it like what you know when that Michael Jackson song plays in Free Willy. On the river Jordan. What are you talking about? That's a good question. That's a good question. I want to be able to freeze and shock you next turn. I don't know if I want to double up on any of these. I kind of like what we got going on here. The problem with Fury is, remember, it means we can't use that equipment next turn. Alrighty then. Seems very useful if we're gonna get lethal. If we're not gonna get lethal, you see a little cat in the frame? Classic cat in the frame situation. If we're not gonna get lethal, doesn't seem as good. And this is not lethality, but it does put us close enough that I think it might be worth going for, because we don't need to use any equipment specifically next turn to make this work. Cats, what is wrong with you? Just go to sleep. You got the easiest task on planet Earth. Can we talk about this turn? I mean, we didn't need to do that, obviously. It was essentially the worst turn I could have possibly had. I basically rolled 3 ones. But you know, I'm not bitter. It was another pretty... I guess because you can spatula them, it's not that bad, but... Okay, thank God we leveled up. Lots of damage, but you can only use it on even turns. Or damage on even turns, shield on odd turns. I like the flexibility, honestly. Maybe it's not for everybody. Candle. Dice value -1, lose 1 HP. Oh, good. Just what everybody wanted. A worse nudge. Katana. Maximum 4, do damage, 3 use this turn. Okay, so my personal way that this looks to me right now is you yeet Candle into the sun. I understand Candle, by the way, because you can fix dice much more easily by using it. Especially with spatula, you really have a lot of control over, you know, what works and what doesn't for you. So this is an odd turn. I have to think about this for a second. We definitely, the number one thing is the status effect. The secondary thing would be this, and then I think you just turn a 1 into a 6, and it should give a 6 shield, which is really good. I think we got a pretty flexible run here. Weaken if you use 6, then do so. Okay, that's not that bad. And now because this is an even turn, I don't know why we healed, but I think we healed at least. I'm cool with it. I have no idea, but it definitely does. It seems more varied and it seems more balanced, weirdly enough, than episode 4. So I'm in, as far as I'm concerned right now. Inflict 1 burn, then return both dice. It's kind of interesting, right? But what would you replace? I kind of like everything we got going on right now. But it also only inflicts 1 burn. That's not that good. Parrying dagger, though, that seems very solid. I think I'm going to buy it and store it. For right now, I don't know if there's anything I would rather, like I would maybe replace Rusty Sword with Parrying Dagger. Then we have Candle for no reason. I don't know, I'm going to give it a shot, because this, basically, this does what this does, but more, in half the space. But it has a little bit of a less flexible, use case. You know, you need to specifically have an even number. Because we have status effects, I don't mind fighting this guy. It's a fun episode. I'm just trying to remind myself that it's a fun episode after, you know, some of the episodes we've had recently that maybe have not been as fun. We'd rather lock... Well, the thing about locking an even is that I don't think it really matters that much. But we might as well do 2 damage. Actually, I guess if he rolls a 2, but a counter is not counter. All enemy dice that roll 2 must be used first. That's freaking useless, dude. What a waste of my time. We gotta kill this guy quickly. The number one thing here is we gotta kill this dude ASAP. But I think here's my play here, okay? Hit him for 4. Turn your 2 into a 1. Turn your 1 into a 6, put up 6 shield, then next turn go hard. Okay, so his dice is frozen. Whatever, I have no idea. Reduce all dice values by 2. Okay, it's not that bad with combat spatula. So I'm assuming this is still gonna work, like, it'll do 4 damage, and 4s must be used first, which is, of course, useless, but that's okay. And we'll flip this 1 into a 6, and then I'll do 6 damage. I mean, it's a bit of a puzzle, but it doesn't seem that hard right now. Does it say 50% chance to dodge? Lasts until something triggers it. Yikes, that's pretty good, actually. This is an odd turn. Well, our least valuable piece of equipment is this. I think. Okay, that hit him. Probably actually our least valuable is this. Okay, he dodged it. Turn your 1 into a 6 and smack him. I actually think that I've come to respect the nudge more than I thought I would. I just need to hit you. This is an even turn. How did I know that right off the top of my head? Just... What can I say? I've been hitting my macros. The brain is fully nutrated, which I don't think is a word. Do you get smaller? No. Katana has not been good for us. That's not Katana's fault, but it has not been good for us. Dude, I mean, +2 on that seems very good. Turn a min 2 into a max 5. And it becomes a nudge. That's wild. What's weird is that I don't really think we need a nudge. But I'll tell you what, I think we'll go Parrying Dagger first. But Crescent Moonblade is probably second on the list. Who do I want to fight? I think I'd rather fight you now. If we freeze and lower the other guy's dice rolls, he's never going to roll 6s and shock us. So we should have a pretty good fight against the other guy. If this is going to be the harder fight, then we want to do this first. So we'd really like to lock one of the evens. And we should... Why not... Sorry, I'm just crunching the numbies here. I think we might as well lock... a 4? Because I don't see a path for us to get to 6 without a bump. Which is what we'll get it with our next upgrade, ideally. So I think you turn a 3 into a 4. It doesn't lock. Dude, counter sucks. Why did I upgrade this? I'm so dumb. I'll take the shield anyway, but... yeah, I'm a big idiot, I guess. What is shield doesn't shield is heal instead of shield? Okay, I'm learning. We would definitely like to use our 6 to do 6 damage, so that's easy enough. That dice was on fire, but it did not hurt. Burning dice can be used on equipment, but will disable that equipment for the next turn. Okay, that hurts, but there's a use case for that. Dude, we're getting so lucky with the rolls here. Man, weird counter is just horrible. So this is a shielded turn. So if we're gonna kill you, I think this is your best bet. We only have to hit you for 5. We can do that. Okay. My brain, it never had a great handle on the rule set of this game to begin with. So honestly, I'm not saying it's an advantage, but it might not be that much of a disadvantage for us to have weird rules. I don't get it. I don't get it. You turn your high rolls into low rolls, I guess. This is interesting, but honestly, can you blame me for not wanting to mess with the deck right now? It's pretty much steamrolling these enemies very easily and helping me rediscover a love for Dicey Dungeons that I thought might be compromised to a permanent end. So I don't really care about locking your dice, but it is nice to do 6 damage, which we can only do via this. However, is it worth losing 1 HP to do 6 damage instead of 5? I don't think so. I think we'd rather just do that, and that, and that, and then honestly, toss me 4 shield just to keep me out in front, but I definitely could have hit you. The number one thing we need is more dice. If we could find, a piece of equipment that gave us more dice, I would get rid of our busted nudge for it. Although, I do want this, once this becomes a bump, it can create more dice very easily by turning things into 6s via combat spatula, and then putting a 6, and now it becomes 2 1s, and then you can turn your 1 into another 6, and, you know, you kind of get the idea there, I'm sure. I don't think I will be doing 15 damage to you. It's so close. Oh, so very close. I will lose 1 HP. Put you 1 away, and let's see. You wanna unshock a piece of equipment to hit me? I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's likely to be a no. What? I guess maybe a dice became locked because of the way that this was handled. I don't know, dude. I have no freaking idea. But we're winning much more easily than on our typical run as well. Our typical episode 4, at least. Lucky me. What can I say? Battle cry. Inflict 5 weaken once per battle. If only I knew what weaken would do. I think we have to fight you first. If only we knew what weaken would do, and also, what piece of equipment it would replace. I guess katana. Do we want to double up on something? Oh, all you have is transform into a bear, huh? So I'm pretty confident that you're going to be transforming into a bear. Countering a 6 is not that big of a deal. But we'll put that in there. And I say it's not that big of a deal because of the freeze that's coming out to begin with. Well, that's going to shock her piece of equipment, which is nice. What happened to... You can only use combat special once per turn? Is that new? Is that new to me? I think we do want... We don't need the shield yet. We might as well just hit ya. And then hit you again. Because shield is not useless, but it's not worth anything for a while. I don't know. This doesn't seem that bad. I will definitely try to like a high roll fury on this one, if I can. I'm like, surely I just have you. You're a super enemy? It's nothing, dude. That's a walk in the park. That's like a first floor boss fight pin. You've got 99 bombs. Doesn't bother me at all. Crescent Moonblade for Sledgehammer. No deal. For a couple of reasons. The big one is that thing was too freaking big for what we got going on here. Okay. Again, the counter, I don't think it's doing much for us, but what are you going to do, right? Might as well hit you for 6. Might as well shield for 6. And I think minus 1 HP to catch you and catch you is pretty good. Again, a shield is actually, I don't know what the heck I've done with the counters, but apparently they worked. Hold on, what is weaken? Take 2 extra damage from each attack. Oh, so this is like a cumulative effect right now. That's kind of interesting. I forgot what I was gonna say. That's okay. Doesn't really matter how we do this one. So you're gonna do double damage for each attack? Who knows what silence does here? Tantrum, do 4 fire damage? Limit break is less powerful. Well, you know, I feel you, but like I could also just stall. That's not a big deal. Dude, I'm back. I'm back. I get dicey. It's just episode 4. Like everybody told me. It's just episode 4 that's too hard. Everything else is just problem solving. Fishing net. No. I mean, I'll take, because we don't have a choice, but we don't need to take. I'm not saying we're gonna win. I'm just saying, you know, this feels way smoother. Well, honestly, don't mind like 3 into 2, 2 into 5, and then hit me with 5 shield, which is actually 5 heal, I guess. And then, I think I don't care to see Katana next turn. That's kind of like just free damage for us, because we don't tend to use Katana to begin with. Also, her sword traps the souls of its enemies, I've heard. Wow, that counter is extremely strong. Okay. So if you use a burn dice on a piece of equipment, that's it. It's done for the next turn. So I definitely want to hit you for 6. I definitely want to hit you for 6. This seems like an adequate turn to me. Amazing. Oh, that's lucky. So we super want to kill you, but I would much rather kill you without having to use our limit break, because I mean, we got health on the floor, but we did leave this. Oh, we leveled up anyway. I'm dumb. So for sure, upgrade equipment. We wanted to upgrade the Crescent Moon Blade. Actually, no, I think we want to upgrade the candle. That's right. I've been talking about the candle upgrade. I didn't realize that was the final enemy. I got lost in the sauce. No deal. All right, one more floor. I definitely want the other upgrade. We just have to fight them all. Did I forget an enemy? Level up in 18 stars? 455? Did I forget a level? Oh, one of you is it? Yeah, okay, never mind. I was a little angry for a second. I have heard that you don't necessarily need to hit max level to have a good chance to win, but it feels wrong. So, 1 becomes 6. You can only put a 5 into this. It makes perfect sense, but it's very upsetting. Sure, you know, let's turn a 2 into a 5, and then a 5 into a 6, even at the cost of the HP, and we will put up 6 shield. We're gonna Fury the Katana again, just because it's the least valuable piece of equipment for us, I think. I think I've done a good job of processing, like, the ideal way to play the run that we've built. Ah, yes, that's what you do. It is very nice to shield then, which is actually healing here. So we like a 4. Turning a 5 into a 6, I think it really only matters in the situation where we needed to do a little bit more damage, and we kind of did, so sure. Please low rolls. Okay. No, low roll. That's all okay. We got one more turn to face no consequences for our actions. Beautiful. Okay, it's an odd turn. Got him. I think we're doing it. I think we got no real major concerns here. Our next upgrade will probably be Crescent Moon Blade, which seems like extremely good. +2 on every action. And we do use it pretty much every turn. So I do like a 5 into a 6. And I do like having... Well, hold on. Yeah, I'll still put up 6 shield, which is 6 heal. Doesn't bother me. Probably could have squeezed a little bit more damage out of Katana by using our rolls in a slightly different way, but... It's okay. Okay, so we get 6 HP back. Didn't get very much progress on that one, which is very nice for us. And weaken means that we're basically like Slay the Spire vulnerable. Understood. So usually here, I don't think we can kill you. So my usual procedure here is just to double up on Katana. It's a little bit of extra damage, and we don't really need it next turn. We should have lethal on you regardless, especially if you have to unshock, which would be ideal. And you did. I really appreciate that. Oh, low rolls. Thank you. Okay. We gotta do 12 damage. It's extremely simple. We did get hurt, though. That's a shield. It's not as easy as I thought it was, brother. Oh my god. Thank you for rolling the lowest rolls in human history. Excuse me. Thank you. My mistake actually turned out relatively well. Lucky me. It happens. Sometimes my strategies turn out poorly, so for a mistake to turn out well makes me feel pretty good. I really, I don't think Katana is getting it done for us. On 1, do 1 damage. On 2 to 6, do double damage. Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely want that. I'm dumb. We should not have gotten this upgrade yet. Can I go back? Oh, they didn't charge me. I think we do want this over Katana. We don't have the dice base to use Katana frequently. I think we much prefer having Particle Accelerator in there for raw damage potential. And then what happens if you upgrade it? It becomes smaller, so we will. And then now it's like, it probably won't matter. But like, we might as well fill that equipment slot. The reason I say it won't matter is because we just don't have enough dice to use all of our equipment. And this is like, is pretty much like a last resort. So, I like... It's not a great turn. Let me just say that. Turn your 4 into a 5.
Oh, what? Okay, give me 7 block. I don't know what just happened. Turn your 4 into a 5 again, and you know what? Now that we have more equipment, we can actually afford to use our limit break more often. I don't mind losing that piece of equipment because we have other equipment that can soak up the dice. Okay? It's actually pretty good for me. You rolled very lowly. What the heck's wrong with this piece of equipment? On 2 to 6, double damage? On... Oh! I get it. So 1 is the payoff. 2 to 6, it accelerates the roll. I thought it would do double damage versus the value of the dice, but obviously that is not the case. It's more fun this way, honestly. So I'm stoked. Okay. So I mean, I'd like to hit you for 8, please. And then we might as well hit you for 5. And then why not double the damage and then lock a dice? I don't even know. Counter plus lock maybe could have the synergy that we've been waiting for our whole lives. Burn is not as bad anymore. So this is an even turn, right? So that's a lot of healing. I like that a lot. We can't use this turn, which actually sucks pretty bad. We should be able to lethal you on Particle Accelerator next turn, is my hunch. You are going to get a lot out of this turn. But, I mean, I'm not that mad because I have the 8 heal coming regardless, so... Yeah, okay. Dude, I actually like Particle Accelerator a lot, especially considering that we have a pretty decent ability to put up a lot of shielding. And for what I can see right now, I feel like we're cruising. He gets an extra dice every turn. So this is a guy you want to kill him ASAP. That's right. We don't need to put up shield on this turn. Do we care about Particle Accelerator? Oh, I believe absolutely, yes. I don't really think we want to double up on Particle Accelerator's doubling. I think we'd rather do its doubling at a normal pace and then double up when we hit lethal damage. That's the way it seems to be to me. So we definitely want to lower his rolls. So I think the best way to do that is to raise a 2 to a 3, turn it into a 4 just for some extra damage. You don't want the status effect to work, obviously. Locking dice seems completely irrelevant. So we really don't care about using Crescent Moon Blade on this turn. It's just a minor heal that we don't need. So I think you actually like this. And it hurts us, but it's just to do a little bit more damage there. We'll double your damage. Okay. You rolled a 6, which is actually a 5. Which is still pretty good, but that's okay. So I'm saving the limit break for lethality. I'm also just hoping maybe we don't even need to use it for lethality. This turn, we definitely want to like hit you for as much as possible, so... We still do need to double, though. Like, this is kind of our kill condition here. Right now, it's very unimpressive, but it will become very, very impressive. That was a great roll for us. Very, very quickly. Like, jumping from 16 to 32 damage is just hilarious. Plus, I'm pretty sure we could just use it every turn. So, you know, there's not much of a loss on that. So this is a shielding turn, which means you don't need it. So we will... This in here, this in here. Actually, think like turn your 1 into a 6. But then we don't have the. Yeah, okay, my bad. Anyway, so we have a bunch of shield that I mean doesn't really hurt honestly. It will raise our HP. This guy has no chance. I don't think any enemy has a chance against this deck unless the boss counters us specifically, which strikes me as being pretty unlikely. So we'll raise that up. 2 becomes 5, which becomes 6, which becomes 8 damage. 2 becomes 5, which becomes 6, which becomes 6 damage. Next turn, we have 16 damage. Oh my god, his rolls are so bad. This is beautiful. Anyway, next turn he's doing, we're doing 16 damage on this. I think we might as well double it one more time. We could also just hit you twice, but if it's gonna cost us 2 dice, we'd rather invest in the doubling, just in case we don't lethal him. Obviously, we're gonna lethal him, because we're there, you know? But, you know what I mean. Maybe? Whatever. It doesn't matter, we got him. Whether or not you understand what's happening right now, my man is done. Next turn. He's on exact lethal. Particle Accelerator. That's a real cool card. God, I love those rolls. It feels so good to be able to stop this guy before he stops us. Send him. Okay. So this has been a nice little victory lap almost after doing all those episode 4s. This feels pretty good. Oh, absolutely. That will not be necessary. No thank you. Let me just make sure I got the right equipment here. Warrior versus Ify. Is that better? What do you think, Tomo? Tomo doesn't speak Gaelic. I'm sorry to say. What's your thing? You put up a big shield? Is that what you do? Yes. Okay. Well, let me just start you off on the right foot. We like having 8 shield. Now, definitely have to double, so just get that started. I think you turn your 2 into a 5, and then... yeah. And then your 3 into a... no, turn your 1 into a 6, and then... no. Status effect, lock dice, even though I don't think the lock dice does much. I just want to stack up as many status effects as possible. You just bash me for 0? Are you okay? So this is a great turn for us to hit you very hard. So I think you just go 5, 6, double up on Fury. Definitely like a... well, a 2 becomes a 5, so a 4 or a 3 in there is probably better. Pretty close to an optimal turn for us, I think. That's gotta hurt. Oh my god. That's... I feel bad. Not that bad, but a little bad. So I think we just like a natural 6. Might as well double. You know, these, you're kind of just stuck here, but that's okay. Pretty much you're dead next turn via... wow. Via this. Like, I mean, that's only 8 damage, to be fair, but then, you know, that'll get you. Dude, great run. Easy. And, man, again, it just... I'm not trying to be negative about it, but it really highlights in Dicey the ups and downs, you know? Episode 4 is like, I'm beating my head against the wall. Not as the warrior, I guess, but still. Episode 5 was just like, we cruised. We, like, barely got hit. Anyway, we'll be back with some more. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.